everybody, welcome back to the channel and another episode of Classic Cruising. This is going to be episode 2, looking at new trucks and an old truck. So the plan today is to take the International around to all the big truck dealerships in the area. Basically every major manufacturer that exists, we're going to have all the dealerships. It's something that I like to do from time to time, and see all the new stuff, the old stuff, get a lot of good pictures, whatnot. I think you guys will enjoy that as well, and probably find a few other things to look at along the way. And if we're lucky, one of those is going to be coming up here pretty quick. It's pretty cool, and it's a truck that most people are not familiar with. So stay tuned, and hopefully it's there. Okay, what you're looking at there is a 1964 duplex. It's a former Onondaga County DOT truck. I believe it's, let's see here, let me look at my notes. 230 Cummins, a 5.4 trans, it's got overdrive in both boxes, Holmes 850 wrecker, and it's a former Bob Featherly towing truck. His son still owns it. It's just it's a duplex, and when was the last time you saw one of those? So I think as far as the oldest truck we're going to see today next to this International, this is going to take the cake. That's a pretty cool machine. Alright, so our first stop here is going to be Peterbilt dealership, Utica General. This is one of the places that I don't really go to too often, just because they usually have a lot of their inventory behind a big fence. We can't really cruise or look at anything. We'll take a look and see what's going on. It's a mean look at a plow back there. Not too bad. Another reason why I don't come here is that you can't turn and get out on the road easy with this old truck here. No power steering. This is just a pickup. Imagine the bigger trucks at the time. Alright, so usually just cruise by this place, don't take too much of a look because the inventory doesn't cycle out that often. But the next place we're going is the Western Star Freightliner dealership, Tracy Road Equipment. They're going to have all types of stuff here. They're distributors for Oshkosh trucks as well, a whole line of heavy equipment from, I believe, Velco and Hitachi. So even though it is Labor Day weekend, things are a little quiet and low. There should be a few things to talk over here. Just drove by the local spring shop too. Usually there's a few good things to look there, but once again it's a little quiet. Come back in winter time, middle of winter, there'll be snowplow trucks piled up out on the street getting spring work done. So we'll catch you back here in just a few seconds. Those old cases are interesting back there. Swing back and get a little picture of those later. trade-in row, I suppose. Got a couple Maxiels over here. We're going to swing through the back of the body shop area here and see what's going on. Nice pair of new International HVs there. So not only do they sell Freightliners and Western Stars here, but they also do a lot of upfitting for plow and body lines that they carry. So it's not uncommon to see non-DTNA vehicles here. Plus the body and the frame shop too as well. So you get a good variety. This is probably, out of all the heavy truck dealers in the area, if you want to take one shot and find something interesting to look at, this is where you come. Usually this back lot that we're going through just last week was loaded with equipment. I mean, there's a whole row of Freightliner Cascadias and different plow trucks, trade-ins, everything. And it's pretty well been cleaned up, but Western Star is pretty neat looking. And that dump truck's probably for the local water authority. I like these Western Stars with the blacked out steel wheels. Those are nice. And as big as this dealership is, we've got locations all across New York. I'm actually going to be starting a upgrade at this facility here pretty soon to make it even larger. So it's a good time to be a Western Star Freightliner dealer, apparently. Alright, so that's going to wrap up what we're going to take a look at here at Tracy Road. We're going to head over to Beam Mac, which is obviously the Mac dealer as well with Volvo. Out that way, there's an Onondaga County DOT garage and the Cummins dealer. Don't know if we're going to see anything at those. So here's Beam Mac sales and service. Obviously you can see we still have the old Mac script up there, which is pretty cool. It doesn't look like it's going to last much longer. And if you look over where the new Mac logo is, you can see where the classic Mac oval with the Bulldog sitting on the top used to be. So it looks like out back there's a couple of New York State DOT trucks set up as lowboys, and we'll see what else they got here. They're usually pretty jam full of stuff. So it looks like we got a nice looking snowplow set up here. try and get a picture of that while you guys can look at all those shiny new Volvos. Time for another photo op here with the truck, so let's see what we can find out here. Let's cruise back through the other side of the building here and take a look at what they got over there. See some of those DOT setback mat granites, setback axle mat granites, I suppose. So to the best of my knowledge, International still has the contract for the actual plow trucks that the DOT is buying. But I guess Mack still has the part for the lowboy equipment hauling trailers. And that stuff seems to change. I know they do like 2-year provisional type contracts, and if everything is happy, then they give you another 2. Haven't heard anything likewise. So next step here is going to be Kenworth Northeast, which is self-explanatory about what we're going to see there. So, see you in a few. Alright, so here we are at Kenworth dealership. Much like the Peterbilt dealership, which I for some reason could not pronounce that name today. They keep their stuff behind a razor wire. Maybe we'll take a quick cruise through. Doesn't seem like there's a whole lot of stuff to take a look at. But as long as the gate doesn't close behind us, we'll be alright. So we made a quick detour here to what once was a GM factory that made metal parts for the interior of GM cars and then later plastic. They closed in the early 90s, but it's been repurposed since then and it's pretty much full. But anyways, the reason why, because I saw this massive Trojan loader here, along with this cool old Chevy snowplow. So I'll take a quick look at these, snap a couple pictures. Doesn't seem to be Detroit power for the loader. That's alright. pretty mean looking too. So before we hit the road back to Stadium, I still at the former GM plant. It's a line on Power Park now, and we're at Carpenter Industries here. They do a lot of heavy-duty industrial sandblasting and coating. There's usually something interesting to see. They've got this whole S-Series toter that they use to move things around. Go up this hill here. And they've got a truck here, more modern style International, getting sandblasted. We'll look at that here quickly. And then, when we swing back out, I think there'll be something here for the Ford fans here. Let me turn this beast around. There's the International modern style. So there's a neat old Ford and an even older cat backhoe. Pretty cool looking. Doing some concrete type work here. I've said it a couple times now, at least. On to International. We're here at Stadium International, and you can see the Thruway Authority has a whole load of new trucks coming in, and there's even a couple of DOT trucks over there, the HV with the high visibility hood. There's one over here actually. So I guess this sort of answers our question that we had when we were at BMAC a little bit ago about who's got the contracts, because these would be the same spec trucks, give or take, that those Mack Granites were. So I guess International has all of the truck contracts now for the DOT. This one over here has got the 826 International diesel in it, which by all reports is much, much better than the Max Force, which I don't know how much that's saying. It's hard to be worse. Got an old 4900 style armored car here. That's pretty cool. A bunch of the CVs here. Those are the trucks built in partnership with GM. They're actually built at the Springfield International plant, where pretty much every other medium duty International rolls off the line at. As far as I understand, both GM and International are pretty happy with that partnership. Got one other quick thing that I want to take a look at here. It's more just memorabilia or nostalgia type place. There's building just back up the street. It's got a neat old truck sign on it, so swing by that, take a look quickly. Alright guys, so there's a little piece of truck memorabilia that I was talking about before, this Must have been an old Western Star Trucks dealership. So there must have been really cool stuff back in the day. There's nothing left, but don't know who that was. Now that Tracy Road has that brand. That's pretty neat. So I don't know if you guys saw it on the way earlier, but there was a cool old International Lodestar pickup truck, pickup truck or bucket truck, and an old bag. So we're going to cruise back this way and see what we can find out about that. This road doesn't tear this truck apart and myself. Wrapping this video up earlier, but this is it. We're heading back down Factory Ave. I'm going to start heading back to my house, and thanks for joining me on this little journey here. I appreciate everybody watching these videos, sharing these videos, liking and subscribing. It's fun to watch the channel grow and to try to always think of ideas. I know usually fill a lot of this time up with truck shows and whatnot, but that's pretty much done and over. However, there is something coming up early October that I've got my eye on as far as truck shows are concerned. But anyways, once again, thanks for watching. Got any ideas